Oh hey, I didn't notice you there. I was just mending my large machinery. Now there's another type of mending I want to talk to you about, and that's with our food industry, and more specifically genetic modified or GMO products. Today 90% of the grains like corn and soybeans are genetically modified that are grown in Canada or the States, and currently 70% of the food on our shelves contain genetically modified ingredients. But do you know which ones? You don't, because Canada or the US don't have any laws regulating the GMO labeling of products. This map shows the countries with GMO labeling regulations in green. As you can see, Canada and the US are the only developed countries without any GMO labeling laws. And just recently, Washington passed an act that requires GMO labeling in the States. So now, Canada remains the only developed nation without any GMO labeling laws. So what are GMO products? GMOs are genetically modified organisms which contain the DNA of other seeds, bacteria, or animals inside their DNA to make them more drought resistant, herbicide tolerant, and more pest resistant. But is this really working? Insects and weeds are becoming increasingly resistant to these crop and toxins must now be stronger and more concentrated. Not only that, GMO products have also been linked to the drastic decline in honeybee and butterfly populations, which are very important for crop pollination. Is this really what you want to be eating, a toxin-filled crop? Well, guess what? You've been eating it for the last 20 years. And the first long-term health study was only completed last year with astounding results. Genetic material is so complicated that scientists have no clue what the side effects are and come from interchanging of genetic material. But we are the lab rats. We are the ones being tested on. The results from the study have been linked to infertility, birth defects, allergies, and tumors. And not only that, is it right to change the DNA, the center stone of all living material? Think about it. So you might be wondering, why haven't we heard any of this before? If these crops are potentially bad for our human health, why is the government not taking action to protect its people? Do you even know what companies came up with this breakthrough? Biotech companies such as Monsanto do not label anything they produce. Why, you may ask? Every other company wants to know what you're buying is made by them, except Monsanto. They want to keep it a secret. What are they hiding? Are these crops actually bad for you? These are the questions we need to ask. I know farmers personally who produce GMO crops who say they would never personally feed it to their own family. They would only feed them organic food. As the world's third largest producer of GMO crops, we need to make a change. For more information, you should watch Seed to Death, available on YouTube, and look for your GMO project label on all food that you buy. It's time we step up to our government and demand GMO labeling on all our products, not just for our future, but our children's and our environment. We may not all be farmers, but we're all Canadian, and we all deserve a right to know what we eat.